Greetings, this is Frina Reunimentra. I welcome you to my review of Critical Role Campaign 3 Saga of Ourselves, episode 69. Nice! I believe that's how it's pronounced online. uh, we starting off with the ads. Noro the Magnificent, back with trying to hack into the email account of his rival Twilight Sparkle. Great! His rival is a My Little Pony. Uh, uh, According to this, Noro is actually a pony himself, too, somehow. And eats a lot of carrots, oats, and celery to prove it. He keeps trying to get it to hack into her email by figure out the password, and he keeps asking pit members there for their passwords, and until one of them is "I hate French" something for there, which ended up working. Like he was offended that it worked. It was there. Know what? Real quick. Sometimes it's easier not to explain.
In time. A 2-year plan plus 4 months for free. Try it risk-free now.
Didn't even
with
plan
a
to show
30-day
this.
money-back guarantee. But I will close the email now. Except, oh mon Dieu, why right now?
Light sparkle person is gonna do?
You're right. By the magician, I have to eat some oats.
French people.
Travis, what's yours?
I'm embarrassed to say.
Just say it!
It's French people suck 1789.
What? You bastard! But it worked. I'm in.
It just occurred to me. Travis is going to be Twilight Sparkles, isn't he? Of course, he's seen like the least likely to be, so of course he would have to be it. And he.
No, maybe you should just come up with your own thing, trick, and not worry about what this Twilight Sparkle person is gonna do.
You're right. By the magician, her email. Why, right, critical role. Months for free. We'll close the email now. Except, oh mon Dieu, what's this? Twilight Sparkle has been invited to the set of Critical Role on the next NordVPN ad, and I will have to do a magic battle with her right here on this stage. The next time NordVPN sponsors our show. Matt, cognac to you.
Guts. I'm just saying it. Travis is going to be Twilight Sparkles. Oh. So, I'm predicting it now. Anyway, there's a Vex and Vax sculpture from Dark Horse Direct, based on their appearance from Vox Machina Origins. The ad for Candela Obscura, Chapter 2 is. It is now on YouTube, and with the series starting, it's already started by now. So there. Anyway, they go through the previously on things, and which you all know or know, but I'm just. It's very unlikely I'm going to continue doing the. Previously on Critical Roles, because we've already seen it at this point and know about it. Okay. The party to start discussing more what they want to do. They have to the day is theirs, but they have to wait before they have enough charges and stuff to be able to transport. So they'll be waiting a day, and upon to start to try to figure out what they want, the one thing that can note, Keyleth's plan is to start getting more allies and stuff, rallying more support against the Vanguard and Predathos are there, like Seagull friends and stuff, like Alice, Whitestone, any places that Voxbach could visit. But it did get Bell's Hells into conversation. Do they actually have any friends? They made a list a few stuff, but no, though. They're they don't have anyone who they themselves don't have. I don't think anyone they could go to right now who they could convince to join the fight who isn't already in the fight. So they end up discussing what they want to do now. Like, what is their goal? They decided that they want to get the big thing right now is they want to get the life extending harness Luminous once created repaired so that they can maybe examine it to find out any weaknesses he might have because he is used, or use it to boost their own powers. Problem is, from what I'm describing, it so far the only thing we're certain of is granting its extra lifespan or something like that. I love that. We're not actually sure if we'll actually give them any boosts, so this could be. But they'll try it, and we'll try getting fragments of what's called that tree. Ashley supposedly has something. It's a tree. Basically, they're going to the Shattered Teeth to find a magic tree to use some of its essence to power them up. Oh, I'm trying to remember. It was a tree that used to be a druid, a member of the Galjusari. It'll come to me later. I said that. In the meantime, they have to decide what they want to do with the rest of the day. Chetney, Lana, and Imogen decide to go try out sky sails. I swear that entire section, I could have just left it running for the whole thing, but having such a long clip would actually risk copyright infringement. I had to really pick and choose that section or what to show. Anyway, uh, uh, Ashton decides to go pick up his new wardrobe. While Fern and Freshman Grass decide to go with him to visit his family, specifically his mother, and then, well, you'll find out. On the way there, to pick up the new things at Fanny Z's. He's actually has a mild panic attack of some sort. Don't remember that clearly. Oh shit! I forgot. I think I forgot to finish designing the new subclass. I'm gonna have to go with something else for the. Okay. I'll design something else for the a homebrew. Anyway, it features going to feature the Hishari in it, but this feature, they do show character stats and imagery, including the new looks of both Ashton and Orm now. But I'll show you that one A little late. Okay. And then we go to we see the visit to Orm's mother's house. Mother-in-law Nell. Oh, actually, first off, uh, Ashton's the way Ashton's what he describes his new clothes makes him feel is sorry, I forgot that. It makes him feel seen, like he's in a uniform, but like he's important and stuff. And also,
See you in a bit.
Sorry, I thought we were done.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you guys want to go see my family with me? I think we have a couple hours to kill, and be the time to do it.
Absolutely. Why are you coughing?
I don't, it's just that elevation.
I really wanted to see if we could get some of that blue flower poultice. Because I think we should have it with us just in case some of us get a little bit of the ooze or something happens again.
I also was looking for some ivory strips and incense.
Oh. Do you have an air hole?
Nope.
Well, my mother-in-law is an herbalist, and she and one of my sorry, it's so out of context seeing you. Never mind.
Just live a little.
I'm trying.
anyway, after they go to the house for advice. They for some advice, including about decision making stuff. And then after a while, they decide to go visit the graves of Derek and Will, Orm's father-in-law and husband, respectively. It's kind of a very solemn scene. Very beautiful, though. They head off to the grave, which is in this like high up valley, like between like two peaks. Lots of many flowers and stuff. One of a few, because you see after of course because the Ashari has been around for a long time and they've been involved in conflict. So you know what? I just realized we still don't know what or not. I was assuming that Keela's her own parents are still alive because there would be half of them. We know she recently reunited with her mother and stuff, and her father should still be alive. So, wonder where they are. And he basically said, "Go while there." Just says thank you, and that he'll make them proud. He misses like Derek's guidance, like he was a kind of also mentor to him. He does admit to Will that he's glad that while he was briefly dead after Orhan, the first fight with Orhan, he was able to briefly see him. And he also just admits that he's scared what's going to happen. What might happen. And now on the complete opposite, absolute far opposite of the emotional scale, we have Lodna Chetney as Imogen's attempt at sky sailing. I remember they put on a small act something, and I just had noted down they were kind of laying on thick. I see the trainer only. I'm just sorry about that. Anyway, up there. After a long time to trying to oh wait, I missed a clip. Sorry. I have a lot of clips this time around.
Lead.
From what I hear, you've already done quite a bit.
It's true. I don't know what we would do without Oram.
Sorry.
What's the wildest thing you've seen Orem do in your travels?
Oh yeah, sorry. This is before the grapes.
He'd be too bashful to say anything himself, but
It's true.
being his compatriots.
He's been inside several creatures.
Yeah. That's true.
Like his whole body.
Phrasing, the phrasing, the bloody phrasing.
He falls off of things from time to time.
Don't we all?
Nearly dies, but then is
Small.
he's small. I don't know if you knew that about him.
Thank you for informing me.
It gets windy up here, and I
Didn't you
more
fall
than
off a sky ship?
because I'm small. Good
What else
gust of wind is all it takes. Letters.
Wait, what else have you fallen off? Have you fallen off a lot?
Just sky ships.
Just sky
Mainly.
ships.
There was a crate once.
Yeah.
Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you. We can talk later.
For the mom's heart of it.
Normally pretty agile.
Eh? Now back to now we get to
How do you use it?
Lies.
We use it primarily for keeping watch and making sure everything's nice and safe.
they're basically saying that they cut tourists and they're trying to get the sky sails. He's mentioning how they're not for like commercial or essentially they use like for patrolling the skies and stuff, like serious use. And then
At which point you see the other person behind doing like a full loop going.
Safe put together, huh?
It's very, very complicated techniques we've learned and honed after years and years of training to ensure that the.
this is whole section was a
You know what, Lana? I
Whereas
would be
it's
so
just
interested
poverty.
to learn. I always say acquiring a new skill is the
Absolutely. And
spice of
course,
life.
it's always wise to immerse yourself in the culture.
Oh, yeah.
In order to broaden your horizons, right? Who knows, that's how you perpetuate the lives of the Erishari.
Would you like to make a persuasion check, please?
Do I get assistance?
Yes.
Can I?
Yep, you can get
Corpse and
assistance.
almost corpse.
We could both.
Come on, this is important.
Yeah, the soon to be.
oh okay anyway. Anyway, they do convince them to loan them with stuff that they'll do, like they pay on like $20, like for to it'll take a couple of out for stuff, including training one of them for in use. And he said, they agreed to take Lana Chetniev, they discussed about like do they get like like jumpsuit or not flight suits and goggles and the two people there, like the instructor and the person managing the thing, said like, we don't have but like that, but for an extra something, you get to this. It goes the other. You get to keep the goggles. They also, for the price they pay, apparently get call signs, which the person chose for them for their assistance. Lana was Snappy Twig. Agent was Sunrise Sally, and Chet was arr, like he was doing a little growl and stuff, and he says, "Okay, arr is your name." Anyway, Lana's the one to go up first with the trainer. And she's kind of making a little nervous thing. And while they're distracted watching Lana fly and stuff. Oh, before that, there was a point that's saying where she tells Imogen that if she should die on this, Imogen should move on and find someone else. And then suddenly points out, Imogen's my girlfriend, to Chetney. Unfortunately, now she was actually doing pretty well. Say Sky on the Sky, but while they're doing this, Chetney decides to swipe on the solo flyer. Sky sails. Takes up and you're just a cast fly yourself to join in. And Lana decides to risk control of it for they have a little well, I can just show you this.
Right when I feel like I have Chet lined up, I'm gonna do a prestidigitation.
Yeah, basically she's now taking control from the trainer.
Where I fling out a bunch of sparks that almost look like missiles, and I'm gonna try and shoot him in his face. Why would you do that? We're dog fighting!
All right.
This is just
are you
chaos.
trying to avoid this?
Yes.
All right.
Trying to bake and roll.
Okay, got it. Contested dexterity checks, please. As you're trying to operate this device in the middle of the air.
Okay. Just straight dex checks. Danger zone. Ooh, that's bad.
Do a 12 roll.
There we are.
Make him roll.
Big avoidance. Sparks going out. You, Kosa, but you now see they're pseudo dog fighting in the middle of the space.
Shit!
You also hear, what are you doing? Hand off this! I'm taking this right back! You just do this!
We gotta get him.
Get who?
This is war!
Oh god!
Flip around and go for round 2.
Bank around. You're gonna glimpse out. The wind is hitting his face to the point where you're now pushing back the bushy goatee, and you just see this broken teeth and a scream on his face, just going, eyes wide.
Clarifying question: do the people of Zephyr see Leisure Suit Larry, the Banshee of Inisherin, and Jean Grey flying into the sky?
Oh, this is all. Remember, you guys saw them from Zephyra, which is what led you to that point. So the people that are celebrating are watching an air show now, with sparks and all.
Prestidigitation. I'm just shooting stuff at Chet too, just to.
Oh god!
Chet, what are you doing? As they're
I
both
got
now.
the horn of silent alarm, and I'm like,
Right.
Your
He's hitting the alarm, but only Imogen can hear it in her head.
ears are ringing with the loudest alarm.
I was not gonna just show the whole flight sequence as one big clip, but I didn't want to risk it. Channing basically goes into a dive and it's not gonna pull out that. You go find her. And Lana tries to do the same, but but for the first time, like the first check, like she actually managed to fail, and I have to I'm not impressed with her trainer's like strength score because this is like the first contestant strength rolls, and she's just been rolling better, but she's got like a negative. He's got like a -3 modifier to her strength. What was that? Or was that Fern? What? Like one of them's got like ridiculously low strength. Until he forces her to go when she uses incapacitating precision and basically shoots a bunch of bees at his face. It should be noticed what. Travis also actually notices something, like realizes something. He's technically Chenny's still wearing the butcher's wig, which gives extra damage to slashing damage. He equipped it during the when they were in the graveyard, but he still has a. And that thing, like, due to spell, is constantly dripping blood. So all over the thing, there's like this trail, like out like a red rain. They almost actually crashed into each other, but they nearly avoided stuff. But then Chetney seems to crash into some form of warehouse stuff. He's stuck like they describe him as Winnie the Pooh, but I think with the legs still on the outside, like he just bent in, like his butt's through one end, and all his head and all his limbs are out on the outside, like they're stuck.
I slowly walk up to Chet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're
Of course, they'll think attracting a huge crowd, including Ashton.
There's a trail. I've been following a fucking red line. It has not been hard. And you're not the only one. There's about 20 or so Zephyrins that are like a little further back, going like, as you kind of coast up. With your compatriot Uli, who's like, his face is kind of swollen. He's got bees in his beard.
Sorry, Uli.
Make
a bloated agony. No.
Make a dexterity check for me.
All right, to try and land.
Land
Yes.
this sucker.
Anyway, we owe it. Oh wait, there's more. I got another clip. Remember how we said that Chetney got landed, like crashed into a warehouse? We found out what exactly is stored there. It's not a warehouse per se.
Now, Chetney, you're like partially embedded in the side of what looks like some sort of warehouse or a barn. It's kind of hard to make out what it is. And maybe it's like your head and your hands and your feet sticking out, and the rest of you is like your ass and all is just kind of halfway stuck inward, like Winnie the Pooh, more or less. Like, and
Yeah.
you hear the sound from the other side of the wall.
Yes.
The fuck? A bunch of clucking sounds, and you feel pecking.
Ah! Hey, fucker! No! The horse out of horse out of
All right. Shit.
Let's go, Wolf!
I'm not doing this shit.
As soon as
Nope.
you pull Chetney out,
I'm literally standing here laughing my ass off. I am not helping.
Eat my feet! Eat my feet!
What the cluck is wrong? Laughing my ass off. I am not helping.
Yeah.
Eat my feet! Eat my feet!
What the cluck is wrong?
Oh, that's real good! That's good, Ashton, thank you!
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'll do a little
I think that'd be,
mending on the-
that
on the
actually might be
wall.
worth
pull Chetney out, like 4 chickens come out with him almost like kind of flutter off.
Should we get them?
Those?
Just-
I'll chase
just
after
more-
a
Oh,
chicken.
no.
Train the chickens.
Mending.
That is how you do that!
Vacation.
Show's over, people. Show's over. Go, go. Get the puck out. It's all good.
Mom, did they fly like that? Shh, don't ever do that, son.
Scoot. Scoot.
That was the best decision
Move it
I
up.
could've made.
I think I made Orem real proud.
You think so?
I think so.
I wonder
We're
who
like
he's
comparing
watching.
ourselves to his people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the
They
way-
respect y'all now.
As you were walking back from
Anyway. Now, Orm goes to pick up his new armor. Oh, okay, hang on. Well, first off, just let me show you, I'm not sure, I forget when they exactly show this, but this was the Jerry cam of the episode. Orm's family tree, including Chetney. You remember the... So... And additional to the new artist, there's also his new updated werewolf form. I'm not gonna lie, kind of looks real like a redneck werewolf. So, and that coming out with Ashton's new look, and Orm's new look, which I have to say that looks good. Yeah. They get the new armor, the group reunites and meets with decides to go at the Erie and stuff. he basically gives goes up to the bartender who is apparently this is his favorite bar in Zafran. It goes and gives okay. He pulls out a platinum piece and says, "This is the last. This is the last coin I have on me." He gives it to them. I'm now broke. Set up me and my friends and some shit and shots and stuff. They sit there. They try to sing up. They try to do some toast, like just their toast, but they sell with F chickens. And they just start chatting and stuff. What is it?
Take some time.
Party with us.
Hell yeah.
Do you have anything baking right now, though?
Oh well, I have some brownies that have been slow baking.
Me too.
I call them.
Slow bacon.
Especially after the flight. They're a little backed up at the moment.
Turtleneck.
Oh man.
I'm sitting on one cheek, okay?
Oh my god.
I don't want the brownies anymore.
Nope.
I thought it was a different joke entirely, and it swerved in another direction.
I'll make something else.
Something with bran.
They talk about like different things and stuff, which eventually leads to that. They all take shots. Ashton hands F.C.G a stack of silver coins so he could use them as his form of shots because of course he can't consume alcohol or except well I think he can store it but they talk about how they're uh, like how FG feels because he's now considering himself less so unique because apparently there's a lot more automatons going up. Oh yes, this is about I think was stirred up from an earlier conversation at what was it Nell's house? Yeah, when she mentioned she's seen another automaton. He was of course referring to Voxbuck because I remember Tyrion Darrington's uh, assistant Dottie, who isn't actually an a automaton, is I think father man. Uh, uh, they have continue with their ongoing discussion about are the god are the gods really worth it? Like saving and stuff. Different interactions. Ashen mentioned how the gods sort of like last time they had an argument, they end up destroying a lot of Alexandria, and like killing like 2/3 of Alexandria. Referring to the calamity. and stuff. Note of F.C.G. Stuff. They suggest perhaps he can go find more like disciples, like either like church the chamber, like more Aeontons, make some more disciples for the chamber, or perhaps maybe for himself. And he said like they're talking about they make out there's a rise of machines joke. And they also start talking more about the fact that they've learned that Ashton is like somewhat part Titan and stuff. And they talk about how like when Prodopolis first came to Exandria, it was the gods and the primordial Titans who captured him, and thought they may need to start also drawing on some more of the primordial powers. Stuff. And one of them someone jokingly says like they're forming like a Team Titan. If you don't get the reference, I'm not gonna bother explaining it to you. Well, after all, Lana slips away. And she says to go back, but really she just goes out to watch the sunset. Like all the different colors, and focus on the purples and greens. Imogen eventually joins her. She basically, while she's doing that, she thinks there's like, Delilah, are you still there? I felt a little pulse back in the cylinder, so just curious. No reply. Imogen just comes out and joins her. And Lana admits what she was doing, like trying to talk to Delilah, like all this talk of gods and stuff. Like there's like I think like in a way, warlocks and clerics are two sides of the same thing. Like they get their powers from other entities, like higher, stronger. There, and they're wondering how like if Delilah could consider like minor deity or anything. And Imogen points out that when she died, Imogen did try to reach out to Delilah. She got a response, but Delilah was no help there. And they actually wondering like there's before they're talking about like will they need Delilah's power? Now they're actually wondering. They joke and say, oh, "Well, how powerful could she possibly be? She hasn't helped us out before." They they do joke remember like the like talk about how they people talk about the major, and then they remember that weird cleric who did cast Speak with Dead with upon Esteros's body, and remembering that she was that she or he, I forget what gender that person was a worshiper Moonweaver, and tried calling out the Moonweaver. Or that to call out like, "Hey, you there? Looking for God?" Something like that. The Kaijola said. No response, of course. One of them points out, that person worshipped the matron of ravens, not the Moonweaver, right? It's like, oh, that was like one of the players, not one of the characters, because they're. Mm-hmm. After they kiss, they watch They just keep watching the village. There's a little break back to the table where Orm is interrogating Chetney and said, So you made all like those toys from like childhood stuff. Like they're clearly deep into their cuts at this point. And stuff. Then they go. This thing has no luck. This is just. This is basically just this computer is basically just a mobile desktop. Anyway, as they Lana and start keep watching, Lana feels this cold sensation on her shoulder, and then he hears a voice in the back of her mind. No matter who you pray to, no matter who you reach for, you are and will always be mine. Delilah has awakened, and we go to break there. There's a like an ad. There's something for the new Cyclops Stormcaller mini. There, the merch alert. The Imogen denim shirt on the desk site. During the storm and not the brave figures. The backpack and the water journal, color journal, which the journal, by the way, as I've said before, I have written out and have been reading to you for my notes on it. So this anyway stuff. Also, there's the Airshire dice. Knowledge upcoming Comic Cons and stuff where they'll be appearing, including the London one where they'll have the first live show, which, but those have already happened. As for Candela, Chapter 1, Episode 3, Candela, the Chapter 2, and the original soundtrack. Trailer for Mist Season 2, which they go over like a lot of the mysteries left over from the first season. Still haven't watched it, so I try not to re-listen that for spoilers. So on and so forth. The party, after break, after we join the break, they're doing, the party is still getting toasted. Uh, they're they're just right there having a good time. Chetney pulls out his sword to use on her. He hears the voice inside it, still keeping up its like noble good guy act, praising him for being such a great warrior, but warning them about them potentially that they could be, that they could be he could be being duped by a dubious leader of the village. Basically saying Caleb should not be trusted. And having no real reason, not many reasons to question this in game and stuff, and being kind of just one character. Travis decides not to have Chetney really argue with this statement and just prepare himself. Like he doesn't get to the point where he would be making will saves or anything if he can. And he won't anything. Needless to say, that sword is a bad influence on him. Uh, they return to Almost Cottage, very tipsy. They go try to sleep on the roof and stuff. Fern does a scrawny dancer using a ritual as a ritual in the form of interpreted dance. Uh, and find her drunken, basically very drunk herself, wobbling through a city with two automatons there. This bird-like one and this like tripod thing, or like round one with three legs. Uh, one actually holds her hair back, her even if it's short, while she uh, re- uh, returns what she has consumed. And based on the lighting of the city and like the glowing water and stuff, Fern can recognize the place as Eos. Eos? Eos? Uh, uh, F.C.G decides that they should probably go there first, like try. I think there's still debating some debate whether or not they should be going to Dancer or D. And using the thing, so Orange once again tries to contact Caleb, but no luck. On the plus side, their tracking ball still is not going, so they don't. So Olafant's not nowhere nearby, not playing anything else. In the morning, they go to Kiki's house. The swords once more like warning Chetney about her. That would be with air quotes, of course. She seems much more better, like a lot stronger, a lot healthier right now. Despite her veil of lies, that that yeah. She's suggested doing a secret doing a spy mission on Rudis to gather intelligence. Uh, more grass char trying to see dissent. Saying that he could end this right there. Though we do see some points where Chetney Mimes like trying to attack, but just saying wait till she's alone. Killa decides to come with them for travel with them for a little bit first, before to help together her. So because they're like the front lines. Like she's going to rally troops, but they're going to be working more on the front lines of this. Uh, uh, F.C.G continues telling them that they've begun to, and that it was Dancer, not D, who reactivated him. So getting her help will be hard because they did last like what because he did chop off her arm and kill all the rest of her friends, the other robots. Uh, uh, Kiki then tells him that through use of her regenerative spell, she could actually like restore her arm, which could go a long way to getting her help. Fern asks for any remainder of the blue flower poultice, which Kilo agrees. Like it best be them. Like with her back, moving back a foot more closer to her full health, she can now lead teams to the Great Valley themselves to pick up flowers and be a lot safer with her abilities. Well, they will be more likely to be running into us to people wielding weapons coated in the venom or the poison. They do then start questioning Chetney about why he's acting so weird.
Okay. Why are you being so fucking weird? What is it? You are sitting there with an angry face.
The whole time you've just been like,
You look like you're about to
and
have
you're
a
making
stroke.
like weird growling.
That face is somehow even less attractive than your calm and peaceful one.
Yeah, you're so angry.
I'm on edge. On edge. I don't trust it. You just bounce around through trees.
What are you talking about, Matt?
Nothing.
We've bounced
F.C.G, make sure you still have that little pouch of stuff because this looks really familiar to me.
Calm down. You're making them think that you're acting irrational. Just play it cool.
Cool
Oh,
in the
God.
game
That
is
voice.
actually what I was going to say. It's all cool in the game.
Is that a phrase we're saying now?
Yeah, listen, there's a little left over from yesterday's activities, and I think it's all just starting to filter down. I'm processing, and we're cool, mamas. And papas.
Oh dear lord!
What the fuck does that chicken do to you?
Why don't
A lot
you?
of bacteria in that hen house.
Why don't you trust her? Why don't you trust her?
Huh?
Why don't you trust her?
Oh,
You said you don't trust her.
there's nothing but love over here.
That is. That.
Lud has literally done nothing, and you're being weird about it.
Why?
I just need a.
I don't know what this. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm done.
Keyleth returns at this moment.
All right.
Anyway, as Keela uses a potion to disguise herself as like a regular human and stuff. And F.C.G uses the staff uh, of Dark Odyssey to try to get them to uh what's it called again? Eos. And it seems good. Like Sam reports like rolling a 100, which is the best thing they can roll. Yes, he said I got a 00 and then a 1, and they're like, wait a second, that's not 100, that's a 1. That's literally the worst thing he could roll. Anyway, they get bounced around in the vortex or the teleport and taking 22 force damage each. Thankfully, the second roll, he gets like a 51, breaking the threshold and allowing him to get to Eos. They get free on F.C.G cast locate creature. So they find dancer's hotel room. Then
We will do great things together.
In your head, you hear, what the fuck are you mumbling about?
oh, the store just talking about more.
What the fuck are you mumbling about?
My allergies are going. Guys, shut up. We're almost there. Okay.
Sorry.
You come to the outside
Oh,
of
wait, I was in his head.
He was. I was detecting thoughts on both of you. There you go. And I can hear you talking. Yes, but.
Making thought face.
You approach the outside of what looks.
Okay. Anyway, they end up waking up. They prepare to go in. They want to try to do this digitally so they don't not to spook her. And they maybe like a new face might be also a little worrisome to her. So.
You cover the window. You stay outside. If we need you in there eventually for
Hey, sure, she doesn't run,
healing
but-
issues, or we go somewhere else, you can signal, bring the Tempest in.
Yeah, can I hang with her?
I mean, if you need me nearby but hidden, and she turns into a tiny little dormouse.
I just don't have the toolkit to strategize about any of this.
You could just be little mouse best friends.
I'm gonna pick her up.
Oh my goodness.
Patty! Patty!
Well,
What we're doing?
hold on.
I was taking a nap, but
Oh, weird.
Wait. We just need to talk to Dancer.
Easy.
Let's not fucking spook her before we even get up there.
finish it.
God.
Lord.
Okay, baby, you get on. Be a not mouse. Come back.
Well, I mean,
Okay, what's this? I did it.
Not.
Are you talking to
I was talking to you.
What? You can be a mouse. It doesn't matter.
Why can't Caleb be a mouse?
be a mouse.
Okay, you can say a mouse.
Turning into a tiny thing and going into a dangerous
Yeah,
situation is
I'm
always fine.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna go upstairs and see what Dancer's doing. She's never seen me. I'll go upstairs, see what she's doing. I'll send a message down to you if she seems fine.
Right.
Fern's toting
So I'm just
the
gonna walk up
Tempest.
the steps.
I mean, I can hold it. Do you want to hold her, Chet?
Sure.
No.
But I'm kidding. She's so cute. Stay here. Stay here, you little loose.
All right, you go up the steps. They turn back and head back up to the second floor, and you're met with a long hallway that just has a series of simple doors.
Oh shit! It's like a bedroom situation. In your head, you hear, "It's just a fucking hallway with a bunch of doors. Which room is she in? She's asleep or something."
I'll come up. I'm coming up.
Okay.
I can sense which door.
Oh, great. Then sense it.
Third door on the left.
Third door on the left.
Okay, it's probably locked.
Wait, what time is it now? Like 5 in the morning?
Yeah, she's probably sleeping.
Let's just knock. I'm not gonna bust in on her.
All right.
What?
That was effective. Hi. Dancer? Is that your name, Dancer?
Gets quiet. Who's talking?
Imogen.
I don't know, Imogen.
Well, now you do. Come on and answer the door so I can talk to you, honey.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, wow, that is surprising. 23.
23. You sound cute, Imogen.
So do you.
Dancer. This is who Dancer is for those who don't remember. If she's previous owner, I think the term would be. He is a little freaked out to see F.C.G. Maltanic. Thankfully, F.C.G. casts calm emotion for her so they can ever talk to her, at least. He's mentioned a change, and they also point out that they now have the ability to regrow her arm. And he wants, but Dancer tells her she doesn't need to be fixed. They talk more into what they're trying to do, referring to saving the world. She's seen what's been happening and stuff and decide to just enjoy herself while she still can. You know, like if the world's ending and stuff, then might as well make the end enjoyable. If she admits he can't move on until he closes this chapter in life. She's telling him she's already moved on and he needs to do the same, but does agree to try to look at the harness to see if she can repair it. And all she has is for F.C.G. to cast lesser restoration on her hangover. She also introduced him to her new automaton. Three. Oh.
Pussies. Cookie, come on.
Pussy.
P2.
The second coming.
Those are
Nice.
those are some pretty fancy contraptions.
Learn as I go. Find what I can.
So basically, I think these are more of her actual makes. They basically go get some coffee to help refresh themselves. They show her the harness stuff. She notes it does appear to be elvish in make and stuff. But mentions that it may be beyond her power to make. However, she does think Imahar Joe might be able to help if they can get her to Bosros. And she goes to prepare to leave. Lana does attempt to introduce Pate to Kitty. Yes, I know that's not what they're referring to, but I'm not saying that word. But only for Kitty to shoot a heat vision beam of some way at him. They they go outside to find a large tree to transport them, but then they hear a squawk, and F.C.G is like, "Oh no!" and they're like, "Oh no!" Like, and up above, they can see F.C.G. No, I mean, they can see F.C.G's nemesis, Shithead, right, with a fresh payload, rocking its way down toward F.C.G. If you're wondering what payload I'm talking about, just read the description here. Imogen, Fern immediately takes it. Actually, before I go on,
You're fine. It's
What?
fine.
It's over?
Open your eyes.
Yeah, but you are covered in
Literally, basically, Fern takes it like shoots down that shoots down Shithead with a scorching ray. Scorching rays.
Oh.
And they presented.
He's presenting you with its
Oh.
It came back to life last time.
What? So...
Do something with it! Put it in. I'll eat it. I'll eat it. Put it in my stomach. I'll eat it.
Seems like a bad idea.
And basically, while I'm stressing out, wait, just do something good.
Dissolve it.
Oh, I got acid in there, man.
Why do you have acid in there?
If it can dissolve, if it can dissolve metal, maybe it can dissolve this.
Why don't you bake it?
He doesn't have a plan.
Do something with it.
We need dinner.
I feel like he's robbing me.
Like a manifestation of all of his guilt and
It's already been roasted by you. You roasted it.
Yeah, so roast it again.
But what happens when
Double
it
bacon.
It's just carbon at that point. No one wants to eat
I
that.
can't fit it. It's too big.
No.
I'm just gonna open the fucking hole. I'm opening the hole. I'm finding a big piece of grass. Just put it in there. Maybe it will be.
I just cut it off, and well, as they travel, it'll bury the parts in different areas, perhaps different continents, so it would never reform.
Problem later.
That's what my strategy was.
Put it in the hole. Suffocate it
Drop it
indefinitely.
in the hole.
It'll just fly out when we
It's
need
an
it. Oh,
undead
that's
bird.
actually
It's
pretty
like a
funny.
revenant bird. It's got a fish.
Oh god!
Yeah.
It's like sprouting feathers. It's like trying to fly away.
Anyway, they take it out again with shocking grasp, but once again pops it up. They try to figure out a way to. Fern casts speak with animals, while F.C.G casts identify. They just discovered they know that it has very strong clock energies. And when asked why after F.C.G, he says that he seemed unworthy, and he just really pisses off for some reason. Basically, they determined that whatever necromancer reanimated has been dealt with. And even the masters are just trying to figure out what to do and stuff. It cannot die. So it decided just to so it just picks on FCG just to make itself feel better. We found out that its name is Gargo. Oh. Oh. and stuff. Yeah, so. At one point, it breaks free and goes for FCG again, and they point out, "You totally turn undead!" And Sam's like, "What's that?" Basically, he forgets that on top of whatever channel divinity that his empathy domain gets, he also gets the standard turn undead, which if the undead sees him and stuff, and he casts this, and and shithead Gargo just bursts into feathers and explodes in a shower of feathers and is vexed forever. They are a little worried because they realize, wait, anything that affects undead also affects Laudna due to her status, but thankfully she succeeds her save. Just barely, like, she met the DC. She met it. It was just barely a success. Now, even if it was like higher level undead and stuff, they're just like repulsed from the whatever channeling, turning the undead or lower levels, and being like a level 10 character, she could be considered a high level. I can look up what the DC she might be later. FCG takes the final destruction of his nemesis as a sign. They've quote unquote reconnected with Dancer. And the was good. Basically, it does take a sign to move on. FCG it takes a few of the bidders and where's the drying droppings as a vat victory stuff like I think it got him on the face and stuff, so it's cut. They kind of describe it as like a half melt, look like a half melted Phantom of the Opera mask. Uh, the party with Dancer reaches the Adelon Seminary. Aelin Seminary, where they are stopped by a guard, but they point out they just try to use a tree, but it's kind of started when they actually use the tree trying to open a portal through it. And they walk out into a very red colored looking Bossers. And that the episode ends. And now, what? Since I forgot to finish my that subclass, I gotta figure out which. Know what? Make it simple. This was originally meant for one of my characters. When before I found out they already had a set children for Vex and Percy, and this was like I designed like characters for the children. This was one of those personal characters they designed. Here, the Dorolo ammunition enhancement. Uh, it has a verbal and semantic components, but it actually gives you specific instructions about what the semantic component is, which is touching your outermost finger to get fingers together. Example, the thumb to your pinky. like if you're a normal humanoid, and you use each of your remaining fingers to touch a single piece of ammunition, and basically maximum number of fingers remaining. If you have some reason you have more fingers, you could actually enchant more pieces of ammunition. But right, so for standard humanoids though, it's like 3 pieces, and you touch them to imbue them with the magic. You or someone else then loads as many of these bullets into your firearm as it can hold. If they weren't like already, if this wasn't castable, they were already loaded. The firearms, while firing one of these bullets, the normal range and maximum range of the firearm is doubled. And since it also is doing effects on the spell and stuff, it's also these new limits are considered spell ranges for things that specifically affect spell range. And when attacking with a weapon loaded with the enchanted bullets, you add the caster's spell casting ability modifier, regardless of who attacks with it, like who it's the caster specifically, to the attack roll. On a hit, the target takes an additional 1d4 piercing damage. Actually, I think that should say whatever basically the damage, whatever damage type the ammunition does. It does 1d4 extra plus the caster's intelligence modifier. I think that's supposed to be like spellcasting modifier. Or in addition to your normal firearm damage. Hit or miss, the spell ends on the bullet there. This thing also levels with the damage. Also levels with the. So upon reaching 5th level, you do an extra 2d4, extra 3d4 at level 11, and finally at level 17, an extra 4d4. Now, one thing about this that I should note is that this cantrip, I believe, I made exclusive. This is a spell that's exclusive to artificers. Like they're the uh, they are the only half casters who can naturally get cantrips, and also I've put this out when talking about my innovative and adept. Like there is a cantrip already out. There is a feature out that allows you to learn spells from the artificer spell list. But there are no. But as I said before, I don't like this because there's actually no spells that are exclusive to the artificer. So I had to make one. I'm sure there's ways to cheat it so you can get it without it, but which is why it's I seriously wanted to put it's the spell casting modifier instead of just the intelligence, which is what the artificer uses for that, because there could always be stuff, but there. Anyway, with that, this review is done. I thank you for joining me. This is Free Night Adventure, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.